Here's what's interesting. The King James in Job 40 talks about a beast called Behemoth. If you read the NIV here, I'm going to show you the non-inspired version of what they say, how this beast in Job 40 is concealed. Look at this. Under the lotus, under the lotus plants he lies, hidden among the reeds in the marsh. The lotuses conceal him in their shadow. That is exactly what the Dictionary of Symbols said. They're concealing this beast called Brahma in the lotus flowers, and the NIV says so. Here's something else interesting. You probably remember this. This goes back to a Watchman broadcast. You remember those two earthquakes? One in Haiti and one in Chile. You remember those? It's like we had this massive earthquake in Haiti, and everybody's going, oh my goodness, it was terrible. It's like this 7-8 point on the Richter scale, and all these people dead and buildings destroyed, and we're just now getting over that. And then the same thing happens in Chile. Now, Haiti is like on one side of North America. Chile is on the other side of South America, and I didn't really put the two together until I looked at a map, because they're both in a straight line, exactly in a straight line from one another. Guess what line of longitude they were on? 72nd line of longitude. And they happened in the same year, on the same line of longitude, 72. And they occurred exactly 46 days from each other. Now, you tell me that the CIA knows how to do that. I'm sorry. Some of you will tell me how you think the CIA can do that. Okay, I'll back up. I think devils know how to do this. I think they do. Have they given the technology to man? You know what? Could be. But man doesn't come up with this stuff on his own. So you're trying to point a finger at somebody in the CIA or somebody working for the HARP or whatever, and I get it. But look beyond, because when those guys die off, the conspiracy's not going to go away. It's still going to be active because you're dealing with spirits who control and manipulate these things, just like the JFK assassination. Here's another picture of it. This is the all-seeing eye. I've made references to this many times. According to Manly Hall, I've tried to count these, and I just lose count. But according to Manly Hall, there's 72 stones on here. Now, stop right here. 72 stones. You know what this is? This is a temple. It's a pyramid temple. Doesn't look like... New Jerusalem is not a pyramid, people. It is a 4 square, not a 3 square. A 4 one. It is the temple of the Antichrist. What is it made of? It is made of dead stones. Look at the image. It is made of dead stones. How many of them? 72. Why that number? The Kabbalah has what they call the 72 names of God. And at the center point of the 70, there's something hidden, some secret, magic, mystical power hidden inside of the 72 names of God. These 72 Hebrew letters jumbled up, and if you say them all the right, you know what that's witchcraft, by the way. That's what these sacred namers and the Hebrew roots people are trying to get you into. With all this stupid stuff about there was no letter J before the 1500s, so therefore you're saying something occult and pagan when you say Jesus and Jehovah, like the King James Bible says. They're trying to set you up into a doctrine that says in the Kabbalah that if we can say the 72 names of God with these sacred magical Hebrew letters, that we're going to make God rise up. What God is concealed in the 72. That's the cenotaph there. What God is concealed inside the 72 dead stones. Let me show you where they get the number from. Genesis chapter 10. When I wrote, I can't remember what book it was, the King James Quoted by Divine Order, I mistakenly said that there were 70 nations in Genesis 10, 70 families. I was wrong. Somebody wrote me one day and said, Hoggy, count them again. And I did. I've counted them several times. I actually have a document somewhere that lists all 72 families. I actually have them numbered. And let me just kind of tell you what this means. Humanity is the graveyard full of dead men's bones. Humanity and the 72 bloodlines from Shem, Ham, and Japheth are these bodies, these dead, corrupt bodies, are those 72 dead stones that is going to make up the house and the temple of the Antichrist. The JFK assassination, Lincoln Memorial, the nation's capital. You go look at the Capitol Dome from the inside, you'll see that a dead god named George Washington has risen through 3 levels. See it in the basement of the Capitol. That was intended to be the burying place of George Washington. They were going to keep his dead body down in a level below the Capitol Rotunda. And the symbolism is that he has risen from his grave and he has ascended up to the stars. He's now the head over everybody. He's sitting on a throne making the as above, so below symbol with his hands, surrounded by his 13 girlfriends, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, abominations of the earth, and surrounded by, he is the circumpunct, he's the center point, he's the dot within a circle of exactly 72 stars in the Capitol Rotunda. And what that's telling you is what the Bible is trying to reveal is that embedded within the bloodlines of humanity, the dead stones of human flesh, is concealed this beast, this Hiram Abiff, that is just waiting. We were talking about it this morning, about all the technology now where everybody can do all this stuff. We're living in a day right now, people, where everybody is becoming one. You know what I think all this news about how the government's spying on everybody, you know what I think is going to happen? I think a revolution's going to happen. I really do. I think people all over the world are going to get sick and tired of these evil governments ruling over them, and they're going to have a revolution. It's going to be technology-based. There's already Yahoo. Yahoo's sent word out the other day that starting on such and such a date, they're going to start encrypting all of their emails. Anybody who has a Yahoo email account, your emails are going to be automatically encrypted, which means the NSA, even though it collects your emails, won't be able to read them. I think that there is going to be a counter-revolution based upon technology, based upon a lot of other things, where all of the people of the world using all of this technology are going to say to the governments, you can't rule over us anymore. We're all going to come together and we're going to be one and we're going to be free. And I think that that revolution itself, that part of that, is going to bring about the destruction of what you and I currently know as this world order to a new one. That's what I think is going to happen. And out of the ashes of that day of fire, you know what's coming out of those ashes, don't you? By the way, there's two memorials. There's the JFK Memorial in Dallas. And then in Washington, D.C., what is that cemetery there? Arlington. Arlington National Cemetery is where JFK is buried. Do you know what marks his grave? It's called the Eternal Flame. And there's a little circle there. And they got a little gas line that runs to it. And they lit the flame when they buried JFK, and it's the idea, it's called the flame of hope or whatever it is that he's not really dead. See the flame? He's still alive. With JFK, I get it. Yeah, the flame is probably a pretty good symbol of what's going on with JFK right now. Just to be honest. That's what I think is going on. It's been almost 2 hours already. You know, I was going to ask for your conspiracy theories. Somebody's asking me, and several people have been asking me, I just kind of glancing through all the emails here. I apologize. People, you know me, when I get started talking, I just don't know how to shut up. And maybe if nothing goes on between now and next Tuesday, we'll just answer questions, all right? Maybe we'll do that. But anyway, I'm looking for conspiracy theories. Oh, come on. Now the trollers, again, are trying to call me a racist again. Why don't you people go move on to Rush Limbaugh or somebody? Good grief. What is wrong with you people? I'm looking for conspiracy theories. They're here. The trollers are here. Good grief. What is wrong with you people? Conspiracy theories. I'm looking for who's got anything. Here we go. Kennedy death. Kennedy wasn't a fan of the CIA after the Bay of Pigs invasion went wrong. He said he was going to disband the CIA and cast it into the winds. There is a recording. You can find it on YouTube. You just type in John F. Kennedy speech, secret societies. You'll find it. He wanted to disband. Anyway, Kennedy was talking about secret organizations are against the democracy of America. He said this, I think, before he became president. But he kind of made this little speech that basically said, if you're running a secret show while I'm president, you're not going to like me. So anyway, some say the CIA was involved or there were rogue CIA agents and mob working together because Kennedy, Brother Robert, was putting a lot of heat on the mob at that time, plus Robert Kennedy being killed in 1968, maybe another. I think that's plausible. Daniel. Let's see here. Days of Our Lives first aired November 8, 1960.